Thank you to our first group of presenters. You might know that I was foolishly at a Rhonda event trying to keep time. How out of character would that be? Anyway, our next speaker is not a speaker. Our next singer needs no introduction, but I just want to say in introducing and bringing Holly Near to the stage that when the planning committee thought about Rhonda's life and how we could celebrate it in song, we all immediately said, Holly. Holly has spoken and sung for all of us for all these decades that Rhonda has been working, and Rhonda indeed loved Holly's concerts, gave Holly's CDs to many of us for our birthdays, even if we already had them. And we ask Holly to please join us for the next part of the celebration.
I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. There is a hurting in my family, and there is sorrow in my town. There is a panic all across the nation, and there is wailing the whole world round. But I am open and I am willing, and I am for to be hopeless, for to be hope would seem so strange, would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us, those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change, to the light of change. May the children see more clearly, and may the elders be more wise. May the winds of change caress us, even though they burn our eyes. But I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. Give me a mighty yoke to hold my confusion, and give me a desert to hold my fear. Give me a sunset to hold my wonder, and give me an ocean to hold my tears. But I am open and I am willing, for to be hopeless would seem so strange. It dishonors those who go before us. So lift me up to the light of change. I had asked the planners of this event whether I should choose somber songs or a mixture of somber and perky. And they said that it would be inappropriate at anything honoring Rhonda to have it all be somber. And that's how I remember her as well. In fact, even when she was very sick, the last time I was here in New York, she came to the concert, and that smile. When my mother was dying, I said to her, "Where do you think you'll go?" Because she was not a particularly religious person, but she was spiritual. And she said, "I won't go anywhere. I have always been here, and I will always be here. We just got this moment in order to see each other, to be able to see each other." So we all got this moment to be able to see Rhonda and be seen by her. Can you call on your imagination as if telling a myth to a child? Put in the fantastical, wonderful, magical, add the romantic, the brave and the wild. Once upon a time there was a power so great that no one could know its name. People tried to claim it and rule with it, but all with such arrogance ended in shame. Thousands of years would pass in a moment. Hundreds of cultures would come and go. Each generation with a glorious calling, even when they were too busy to know. And then one day after 2 millennia, which after all was a small part of time, hundreds of souls found their way out of nowhere to be on earth at the threat of decline. So let's all go, they moved as one being, even though each would arrive here alone. They promised to work in grace with each other to brave this beautiful planet called home. Now there was no promise that they could save it, but how exciting to give it a try. If each one did just one thing beautifully, complex life on Earth might not die. And so they arrived in a spectrum of colors. The population on Earth did explode. Some threw themselves in front of disaster, and others slowly carried their load. Some adopted small girls from China. Some lived high in the branches of trees. Some died as martyrs, and some lived as healers, and some bravely walked with a dreadful disease. They mingled among each class and each culture. Not one of them could be identified, but together they altered just enough moments to help the lost and the terrified to step outside of our egos and our bodies, to know for once that we truly are one. Then quickly we would forget to remember, but that's okay, their job was well done. And Earth went on for another millennium. Now it's time for the song to end. A magical story of hope and of wonder invites you all to wake up and pretend to be fabulous creatures sent from the power, souls that have come with one purpose in mind, to do one thing that will alter the outcome, and maybe together we can do it in time. Can you call on your imagination as if telling a myth to a child? Put in the fantastical, wonderful, magical, add the romantic, the brave and the wild. The souls are coming back, the souls are coming back, the souls are coming back. That would be you. And so in the program, our friends have printed a song that Rhonda liked. What's not to like about a song by Violeta Parra? It's a beautiful song that she wrote. She's from Chile. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto. me dio dos luceros que cuando los abro, perfecto distingo lo negro del blanco y en el alto cielo su fondo estrellado y en las multitudes un amigo que yo amo. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el sonido y el abecedario con las palabras que pienso y declaro. Madre, amiga, hermana y luz alumbrando la ruta del alma del que estoy amando. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado el oído, que en todo su ancho graba noche y día, grillos y canarios, martillos, turbinas, ladridos, chubascos y la voz tan tierna de mi bien amado. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me dio el corazón que agita su marco cuando miro el fruto del cerebro humano, cuando miro el bueno tan lejos del malo, cuando miro al fondo de tus ojos claros. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la marcha de mis pies cansados, con ellos anduve ciudades y charcos, playas y desiertos, montañas y llanos, y la casa tuya, tu calle y tu patio. Gracias a la vida que me ha dado tanto, me ha dado la risa y me ha dado el llanto, así yo distingo dicha de quebranto, los dos materiales que forman mi canto y el canto de ustedes que es el mismo canto y el canto de todo que es mi propio canto. Gracias a la vida, gracias a la vida, gracias a la vida.